So D-Wiz's death has opened up a spot in Power Book 3 Raising Kanan, and I think Shawn Famous Figueroa will eventually be the man to take D-Wiz's spot as Kanan's right hand man, but there's so much more to the character of Shawn and potential power Easter eggs or a connection, whatever you want to call it. But I made and uploaded this video 2 weeks ago before the first episode of Raising Kanan even aired, but I never actually made this video public because I just wanted to see how the first few episodes went in terms of the storyline with Famous before I actually talked about the connection and how Famous would play such an integral role to Kanan and in Power Book 3. But now after the death of D-Wiz, I feel it's the perfect time to talk about this topic. So in this video, we're going to talk all things about Shawn Famous Figueroa, his role going forward, his relationship with Kanan, and is Shawn in Raising Kanan the reason why Kane named his son Shawn in Power. But of course, if you're new to the channel and you haven't done so already, then remember to smash the subscribe button if you want to see everything Power Book 3 related over the coming months. But let's talk about Shawn Famous Figueroa, who they also call Famous. He's outgoing, fast talking, charming and funny, a talented aspiring rapper. He's Kanan's best friend. He protects his sister and is fiercely loyal to Kanan, the Thomas family, and South Jamaica Queens. Now, we were introduced to Famous in the first episode, and he certainly lived up to his character description. They call him Famous because when he was in the 3rd grade, he won some contest to read a poem he wrote on the radio. Now, connections between the 3 power shows is something that is going to crop up from time to time. We've already seen a few Easter eggs like the dog kill with Bella in Raising Kanan and Bella in Power. High Post being lit up for being a snitch, and so was Dre. Now I feel Shawn in Power and Shawn in Raising Kanan could well be another. So why the name Shawn? To me, it sounds as if he's going to be a character that has such a deep impact on Kanan in the seasons to come, to the extent that he names his son after his best friend. So maybe Shawn is so loyal to Kanan in the 1990s and loyal to the end, he names his son after his best friend after he dies, if he dies that is. Now from Shawn's character description, it tells us that he's going to be fiercely loyal to not only Kanan but the Thomas family, and this is what I think D-Wiz was too, because he was only looking out for Kanan and the Thomas family by telling Kanan that he saw Buck on the corner of 140th, and I do feel he could have been a good soldier for Rack in the future, but the streets needed a body, and he was a sacrifice unfortunately. So we've actually spoken about how D-Wiz's death will impact Kanan over the last couple of videos, but how is his death going to impact Shawn? Let's not forget they were also best friends who also used to roll together. It could be a turning point not just for Kanan's character, but also for someone like Famous because he's also lost a best friend too. Now this will probably bring Kanan and Shawn a lot more closer together with Famous playing more of a role come season 2 onwards, because one thing that they hinted at was Famous has been trying to get in on the family business since he was a kid. He rocked up to the Thomas family's favourite diner where they have dinner every Wednesday evening because he knows that's their spot. He rocked up with his sister Jessica, who caught the eye of Lulu and will no doubt be a love interest for him in Raising Kanan. But after they finished dinner, Famous told Kanan that he doesn't want his uncle messing with his sister Jessica because she's not built for this world, and Duke said he wanted to be a part of this family since he was like 4 years old, and maybe this is finally Famous's way into the Thomas organization, and I have no doubt he's going to play more of a key role with Kanan and the Thomas organization at some point, especially after the death of D-Wiz. Jessica's also going to get dragged into the world, especially because she's going to be in a relationship with Lulu, and Famous will feel like he needs to protect his sister when it comes to this side of the world, which he said she is unbuilt for, but Famous may well be built for this. Loyal to the streets of South Jamaica Queens, sounds just like Kanan. He's a character that never left the streets. You live by the street, you die by the street, and Kanan was someone who certainly lived up to those words he spoke of in Tariq's hallucinations, and I think it's something similar we'll see from Shawn. I definitely don't think it's a coincidence that we've seen Kanan's best friend on Raising Kanan, whose name is Shawn, and it definitely is something to keep our eyes on, not just this season, but in the seasons to come, because the relationship and bond between Kanan and Shawn will be a strong one. But that's Shawn Famous Figueroa, who we've not seen too much of in the first 2 episodes, so I've kept this video short and sweet from what we know so far. But let me know what you think about Famous. Is he the reason why Kanan named his son Shawn? Will Famous make such a deep impact on Kanan to the point where he names his son after his best friend? Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section, and of course if you're new to the channel and you haven't done so already, then remember to smash the subscribe button if you want to see everything Power Universe related over the coming months. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.